All right, we're in the intro of our episode. Welcome to BAF. So, Stu, let's go ahead and roll that spin of the wheel.
Okay.
You already know what it's for.
Yeah.
Where's the wheel?
Absolutely. Right behind you. Right directly behind you on the table.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Fucking tired of
It's funny because I just finished editing that episode, and you were just like,
Oh, you were out.
and I
You were
kept
like
saying,
out.
Stu, you were not saying a word.
Yeah.
I was tired. I was asleep. I ain't nothing I can fight about that.
All right, so what is Stu getting here to the camera? Oh, you're at the camera. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
No, he's like, I got in there.
Son of a. God.
That kind of it sucks that you're supposed to be punished and we're all
Right.
getting punished for
We're
it.
not getting punished. We're getting rewarded. Okay.
Yeah, getting rewarded. My ass. Jesus.
All right,
Where's your
hold
pickle
on.
drink? Yep.
I
you
don't
gotta get
think
the
I
pickle.
have anymore. I think I drank it all that night.
Well, you got to drink something. So.
So you got Malort? Where do you have it?
Where's the
Oh,
Malort?
you do have it? All right,
That's over there.
I'm pouring it right now. So, so in the last episode, Great Outdoors, Stu fell asleep
Fell
within the
the
last
Asleep.
10 minutes.
Stu went unconscious.
I put you.
I was fucking tired.
I poured you the half shot right there. So you got the middle one.
Okay, I was going to say, where's the half?
You have the Stu.
There you go.
And you know what? I'll do. Pour me another one. I'll do two. Because also, I remember correctly, I didn't finish a drink.
No, you actually had a full
Yeah.
balls
I'm
are
back.
still filled up basically.
Yeah. So pour
All
me
right,
another
I'm
one.
back. I got 99 watermelon. So,
Yeah, but you like that. That's not
No.
a punishment.
not really.
It's a punishment for me. I can't
I'm not
stand
a
that
big
shit.
fan of 99 in general because it's like syrupy. I don't like the consistency.
All right, guys.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Prost.
Salute. Yep.
All right,
Tastes like heaven.
hold on, I get my bottle.
Oh, he's got to drink his. There he goes. Good.
Slice is nice.
There you go. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are back with All right, we are back with the show with an episode, our second episode in the foreign series. You guys probably just watched the episode which Godzilla -1, which me, special guest Burley,
Godzilla.
and Goot. So we did that one. Now we are doing our next one, which is Adam's pick, which is the movie
Parasite.
Parasite.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do the drink first because it's ice cold and we don't want it to get warm and everything. So what are we drinking, Adam?
So watching the movie, I noticed that there was a silver can that they were drinking, and it's actually the Sapporo beer.
Yeah.
This is actually I think it's the oldest brewery in Korea. Now this is actually brewed in Richmond. Yeah, there's two places in the U.S. that brew Sapporo. It's in Richmond, and I think it's Devil's Backbone.
Really?
Is that in Richmond?
Well,
Yeah,
Richmond.
It's a brewery in Richmond, and then there's one in California.
I've seen
Yeah.
this can
Escondido.
before. I've never had it. Have you ever had this before?
Escondido,
Oh,
California.
okay. So I've never had
Yeah.
it before.
And then, but supposedly the actual
Crazy.
Korean Sapporo is the oldest brewery in Korea.
Nice. Interesting.
Very
Okay.
cool.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
God, I always
Got a
cheers.
weird-
Love that sound.
I have two of mine.
Salute.
There we go. Oh shit. Oh no. Hold on. I got this. I'm scooping the tab out of my can.
The tab fell in your can?
Well, no, it bent. There we go. Jesus Christ. It was like bent in the way. I couldn't.
That's
All right.
kind of sad. That's
Okay.
kinda sad.
That's not bad. I like that.
Actually, that's not a bad light beer. A
It's not bad.
bad.
It's got like a tang at the end.
little bit of a citrus. Slight, maybe.
Maybe trying to see
A little bit. There's like a citrus to it. Like
Maybe.
orange.
Yeah. No, there's
Very
something citrus
faint.
to
I
it.
can't
Orange.
tell if it's that or if it's I still have from the double Malort. I still have a little.
I think we
And I'm
all
like,
do.
I don't.
I can taste it.
It's the taste of panda.
So, the review of this beer.
Who wants to go first?
Lenny, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go first. Trying to I'd probably give it like a thumb and a half, almost 2 thumbs. The only thing is like the cost, and it's not easy to find. But
What is the cost?
yeah, if I was at like a party or someone had these, I would drink it. Not bad at all.
You couldn't. You had a hard time finding it.
Yeah, I went to Food Lion, Sheets,
Oh wow.
and then I finally had to drive all the way out to Warren to Giant, and I found it there.
Oh, okay. Did you buy a 6-pack?
No, I just grabbed a silo. This is actually
Oh,
really
you have a
cool
tall.
can.
You have a tall boy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's got like
Yeah, I think Anna found. Or I think she actually found it in Walmart. I can't remember where she said she got it, but when she looked online, she said it was at Food Line and everywhere.
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
checked
So,
food.
I think she-
our
I think
Food
she ended up
Lion-
finding it-
I don't
finding it at
remember seeing
Walmart.
it at any convenience store, so I can say
Yeah.
that.
We have a
Yeah, I
we
don't know
have a
about
small
convenience
Food
stores. I don't
Lion,
know.
so that could be why.
Yeah.
I've seen it many times. It's just never went to check it out and everything else. So,
Yeah,
so you get a 1.5.
yeah, like a 1.5. It's not bad.
Okay, I'll go next. I'll give it a half. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's very easy to drink. It does have a slight citrus taste to it. I taste citrus. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy or something like that, but I do feel a little citrus there. It's like if somebody offered to me, I drank it. It's not my go-to. Will I go and buy it? No, but it's okay. It's just a typical light beer. Is this Japanese or Korean or something like that? Or,
It's supposed to be.
so it is supposed to be a Korean beer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, it's brewed in Richmond, so
Well, yeah. Well,
it's
maybe they just got the recipe or
Yeah,
brought it
probably.
to the States or something like that. But yeah, I give it a half. It's fine. It's nothing special. But
yeah. I don't know if like the recipe, making beers is it's like Coors. The reason Coors is only made in Colorado, and then there's one place in North Carolina, and the reason being is they figured out that the water that they use in Colorado, the pH and everything of like that is the same at this one particular place in North Carolina.
yeah.
So that's the only reason why it's if they did it anywhere else, it would taste different because of just the water itself that's in it. So, I don't know if this would taste like the beer in Korea. Who knows? Because I'm sure the water there tastes differently. So I don't know, but but the recipe itself is I would assume is Korean.
You want to go next?
Yeah, I'd give it a 1.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not the the perfect drink. It's like I say again, I'm not a very good beer rater, so
Yeah.
I don't drink it that often. But
Yeah.
I've had better.
What is your favorite beer when it comes to beer? Since you're not a big beer drinker.
Usually, if we have it at home, it's Miller High Life. That
Champagne of
or
beers?
now
Solid.
we've been going. We found this local brewery that we started going to. It's literally 5 minutes from our house, and it's at a farm.
Yeah.
And they've got this one that it's called the Hay Bale. And that's good. So whenever we go there, I'll just have one. But I enjoy that. And I think it's like 5%, something like that.
What's the brewery?
Creekside. It's Creekside Farm Brewery.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's about I guess it's going on almost 2 years old. We actually went there last Saturday. Pete Evick, who was the guitar player for Vince Neil.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was Vince Neil band, something like that.
Stu, what is your review?
Similar to yours, I'm going to give it a half. It does have a little brightness on the tail end of it. Maybe citrusy,
Yeah.
maybe. But definitely has a little bit of brightness on the tail. But it's thin.
It's very easy to drink, I can tell you
it's
that.
like thin tasting. Like there's no real substance to it.
You talking about like watered down?
Yeah, it's just, it's there.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see, on a hot day, over there where you're sweating, and especially in the fucking, city,
Yeah.
and shit like that, and just pounding these and being fine. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I think so, and perfect choice for the film. Perfect choice.
All righty. All right, so let's go ahead. Hey, Lenny, you wanted to bring something up before we start on the show.
Yeah, so as you guys know, a legend has passed. Chuck Norris just passed away. I wanted to do like a little tribute to him. Like everyone like grab something you like to drink and just cheers to an absolute legend. He lived quite a long time, man, and he was very healthy, and he lived such an awesome life. Went toe
I
to
think
toe
he
with
said
Bruce Lee.
his 86th birthday was like
Just
a few days ago.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
just posted something about him training,
being healthy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just heard about that where he was like sparring with some of his students or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes,
but
he was amazing, and just R.I.P. He's awesome. I am gonna make a Panzer for this toast. So
I am having Metallica's Blackened Bourbon.
nice.
Gonna have some of that. Stu,
I'm going to do Mr. Black coffee liqueur.
there you go.
There you go. I would just finish up this. Since I'm not a drinker, so
Yeah. So that's a good idea. And then I think you also wanted to talk about like everybody wanted to give like their favorite movie or something like that from Chuck Norris.
I mean, you can, yeah, sure.
The Delta Force, man.
Who wants to go first?
Delta Force.
cheers.
Nice.
Salute.
I don't know. This is gonna sound really,
Are you going with sidekicks?
yeah.
I was so thinking that I'm like, maybe now somebody else might pick that.
Yeah, dude.
Well, sidekicks is when he kind of went into like, I mean, because it had that kid that actually committed suicide. But it was just a great movie, the early '90s, like almost like the second another Karate Kid type of movie.
Yeah.
Because it was a Hollywood legend that he always wanted to meets at the end. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie from the early '90s.
Yeah, that
Oh, it was.
I was gonna say that.
How about you,
movie,
Stu?
It's kind of out of pocket. Like not everyone knows about it. And Emmy brought it up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "I love that movie." And she's like, "You know that movie?" I was like, "Yeah." We rented it and watched it immediately, and it was awesome. It was so cool.
How about you?
I think my favorite movie with Chuck Norris would be Dodgeball, True Underdog Story.
Oh my God!
That's more of a cameo, but all right.
Yeah.
Is he in the movie?
He has a cameo.
What would you say?
Okay, of all his movies, Dodgeball would definitely be my favorite.
Would you say-
every
would
movie
you-
that
Would you say Expendables 2 was a cameo or actually a real character?
it was a cameo?
I don't know.
But it was still
he
cool.
showed up in several scenes. He showed up. He would bail them out.
But I still feel like it's because he's in there for what, maybe 90 seconds, probably the whole film.
I'd say about maybe 5
90
minutes.
seconds. He's a badass. Like
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
even the
Well, he's always. I
Expendables are
mean,
like, oh shit.
although I will always laugh at the fucking. They made put like a gay saxophone music between him and Bruce Lee about to fight when they're just taking
Yeah.
off their shirt. They look like they're about to get it on.
But basically, any movie Chuck was in was an enjoyable movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, more necessarily good movies, but they were enjoyable movies.
Yeah.
So, great. How am I going to say great actor? But
No.
Okay.
because he was always Chuck Norris.
He's just remembered for being a badass.
Peak Chuck
he's Chuck
Norris
Norris,
for
yeah.
me is him singing his own fucking theme song to Texas
Walker.
Ranger. Yeah.
Walker, Texas
Yes.
Ranger.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
did.
It's a good- Walker, Texas Ranger was a
fucking
good show.
hilarious.
It was a good series.
That was a good show.
Oh yeah. Adam, how about you?
Lone Wolf McQuade.
Oh shit.
That's a good
I
one.
love
Yeah.
that movie.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Good.
Yeah, no, rest in
spectrum
peace, Chuck
of
Norris.
Chuck Norris
Yeah.
films. I like it.
Delta Force is something I grew up because I remember seeing that on TV and I fucking loved it. I love his earlier films and like I said, they're bad movies,
Well,
but
that
they're
and the Missing in Action series.
yes. They're bad movies,
The
but they're
infomercial series?
Huh?
The infomercial series?
oh my god. Oh shit! Even that fucking what's it
He was
called?
on for
Jim.
1,000 times.
Hey, he got me because I bought the damn thing
Yeah.
and then I got rid of it 5 years later. The total gym.
Yeah.
Total Jim.
And
I had
okay,
one.
and hat tip to Chuck Norris having an amazingly hot wife. Oh my
Yes.
god! And
Oh,
even
yeah.
as she got older, she still kept it she kept it tight. She looked great.
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
like,
Oh, yeah.
damn,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
70 something. Fuck, like that's awesome.
Oh, that's great. So rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Rest in
But
peace.
Also, I don't think kids today understand how big of a deal Chuck was to like our generation,
Mm-hmm.
and I would even say somewhat the Gen X and early millennial generation.
Yeah.
Just because of the jokes
Oh, yeah.
alone that made him like a god level character.
I remember kids in
And it
school are
worked
wearing
perfectly.
T-shirts with Chuck Norris, and they didn't even grow
Yeah.
up with the guy. They're just seeing all the memes and all the stuff
Yes.
about him. He's remembered as a badass.
Yes.
You know, he's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not Bruce Willis. It's Chuck Norris. And you know,
Yes. Remember, nothing could kill Chuck Norris, and when he learned about that, he hunted down nothing and executed it.
all right. So Parasite, which is actually a Korean movie, it was premiered May 21st, 2019 at the Cannes Film Festival. South Korea release was May 30th, 2019, and U.S. release October 11th, 2019. It was directed by Bong Joon-ho. Joon-ho? Is it Bong Joon-ho?
Something like that.
Yeah, but he actually has done some great movies. He did Memories of Murder, The Host. You remember The Host? Yes. He did the movie Mother, not the Afrosky movie from the mid 2000s. It was a completely different movie. And then he did a great one, Snowpiercer. Great fucking movie. And also, it came out with a series, I believe, that's based off of it. He also did Okia. He did the movie Parasite, of course, and he did Mickey 17.
Which I enjoyed.
It was
Mickey
good.
17.
No, I enjoyed it
it.
too. In fact, that was my. I think that was my. It was either mine or somebody else. It was top 5 anticipated movies of last year or something like that. The budget of this movie for Parasite was between 11 and 15 million. The box office worldwide was $262 million, which is actually pretty crazy. It made 72 million in South Korea, 53 million in the United States, and then 130 plus million rest of the world. Critics' score for this movie was at 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's like near perfection for this movie.
I mean, it's pretty fucking strong.
The audience score is at 90%. So yeah, it had a pretty high. So then the cast that we have here, the Kim family, the Poor family. We got Song Kang-ho as the father. We got Joan Love. I'm not gonna be able to say these names right. So
I was waiting for this.
I've been waiting.
I've been so waiting for this.
Fucking waiting.
that's the thing. I don't have my glasses on, and I should.
But
have.
here's the thing.
Okay.
I can't say for sure the proper pronunciation 100%. So I can't call him out on any
Exactly.
of these. But I do know almost everything he says is going to be wrong.
Probably. We got the mother is Jang Hak-sin. We got Choi Woo-shik as Kevin the son. We got Park So-dam as the daughter. Then we got
Damn.
the rich family, Lee Sun Kayen as the father. We got Sho Young Jung as the mother. We got Jung Hyun as the son, and Park Kyung as the daughter. Wait a minute. The rich family. Did they have a daughter? Yeah, that's right. I don't even know why. It's the one that was.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
The
I know.
entire fucking reason that that this
I
family
know.
got introduced to that family?
Yeah, I know. Then we got supporting actors as Park Myeon-hoon as I think is the husband of the housekeeper, and Lee Jung-hang as the housekeeper. So yeah, fucking horrible. I'm sorry guys, I did not say that right. Most
was the
likely,
driver?
people are probably,
Who was the driver?
Oh, the driver that was fired?
Yeah, I like
it. I didn't have. I just did the main cast.
I felt bad for that motherfucker.
Oh, because
I felt bad.
Dude, he
for him.
got totally screwed
he
over.
was trying to flirt with the fucking chick.
But he wasn't crossing any lines. He wasn't being a pervert or something.
Right.
He was just
Yeah.
he saw an attractive female
Yeah.
that might have been available when she said she had a boyfriend. He's like, I
And she
I don't know.
still framed him.
yes.
This movie. I'm actually looking forward to talking about this movie. Other movies that come out around the same time. Actually, some great movies. We got Joker. We got Gemini Man. Isn't that the one with Will Smith playing
Yes.
his younger self or
Yes.
something like
Yeah.
that? Or
Yeah,
playing
that
like
was
two
a
of
good
them?
movie.
The animated The Addams Family. Then we got Zombieland Double Tap. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Then we have Doctor Sleep, which was actually really good. A good sequel to The
Yeah,
Shining.
Dr. Sleep was good.
I actually watched this a couple times now, and I actually love it. The Lighthouse. I actually really enjoy that from Robert
I've
Eggers.
never seen that.
It's definitely up there. It's definitely give it a watch, but just give it a watch. Willem Dafoe, the acting is great. Willem Dafoe is amazing in that movie. You have to check it out. And
I heard
Robert
he's
Pattinson.
like unhinged, man. He's
Yeah.
just fucking nuts.
And then we also have Jojo Rabbit, which was
Yes. I
was
enjoyed
not
it.
bad.
I enjoyed
it. Wasn't
Jojo.
bad. It wasn't bad. It was a little comedy from Takiti
A
Waititi.
fucked up comedy.
Yes.
Fucked up.
So Hitler is like the
up.
best friend in the world.
up.
It's really interesting. But that is my notes right there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go to our break right now. And then we will talk about the movie Parasite. And I'll hand it off to you, Adam.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Peace.
We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Raina.
I'm Chris, and we host Dominicated.
Join us as we move to Dominican Republic.
Our cat needs what now? We learn about everyday life.
What is a guagua? We learn the culture.
Necesito hablar mejor el español.
We meet great people.
We make mistakes.
Our electric bill is how much?
We see the sights.
We find the bargains.
We dream about buying a house.
How big will the spiders be, though?
We're just a couple of weirdos falling in love with life in DR.
República Dominicana.
And we'd love to bring you along with us as we become Dominicated.
Available on YouTube and Spotify.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the movie that we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Parasite.
Yep.
So I'm going to hand it off to you, Adam. This is your show.
All right. Well, we're going to be all over the place on this one just because of the nature of this movie.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I loved when you were talking about the director because when he was getting U.S. distribution, I don't know if any of y'all read any of the trivia on this.
Not one.
Well, I know one thing. It's just it won Best Picture at the Oscars.
Well-
it's first foreign film to win Best Picture, I believe.
When they were talking about he was getting the U.S. distribution, they were like, "Your name is Bong," and so they had to explain to him what
A bong
was in the U.S.
That's
They gave him a bong.
The fuck?
Yes, they gave him a bong as just a gift. It's just like, here, have this. And he was like, okay. He got in trouble going through the airport with it.
I would have.
oh no.
Also, I'm trying to picture.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure South Korea don't fuck around with that shit.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
luckily we got in trouble in the U.S. airport and wasn't in South Korea.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just like, y'all just set him up. You know, that's
But I
That's
think
kinda fucked up,
I think he's
actually.
allowed
It is.
No, he's absolutely allowed to have a bong. They're just going to question.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, that's more than likely you have other stuff.
Right.
He's
All
like,
right.
oh no, it is smoking pipe. I use tobacco. And they're like, yeah.
Tobacco water pipe. Oh,
like,
sure.
Yeah. It's like
sure.
I was given to you as gift. It's like
That's
So
crazy.
you know what's funny about that is my dad, he would smoke tobacco out of a pipe, but he wasn't like, with one of those pipes. My dad, so my grandfather was a woodworker, so he had like a wood shop in his garage. So my dad, this is a true story, he went out there with a lathe and made a legit Native American peace pipe. It was about yay big, and he put furs and leather and feathers and shit on it, make it real.
Make it legit.
Yeah, and you could smoke out of it. So he we would be at stoplights, and my dad would go, "Ooh," and he'd grab his pipe. I'm dead serious, fucking peace pipe, and he'd have tobacco in it, and he'd fucking take a hit of tobacco. And he got pulled over so many times because of that. And people would roll up on my dad, and they go, "Oh, hey man, let me get a hit." And he's like, "It's just tobacco," and they're like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." It was so funny, man.
That's hilarious.
So, all right. So anybody who hasn't seen the movie, essentially it's a story of two families, a rich family and a
Poor family.
poor family.
Yeah.
And it starts out where one of the family members, the son of the poor family, was hired to become a tutor. And the reason the director did that is one of the very few ways that the classes in Korea would kind of merge.
Yeah.
Is to have a tutor, of a lower tier tutor tutoring a rich person.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
kind of how the classes begin to merge.
Right.
So that's kind of the way they did that. And the way this family, the poor family and the rich family just started to come together. So you had the son become
was
the
that?
tutor for the daughter.
Hold on. What was that, Ron?
Forgot to
What
silence my phone.
happened?
Ron.
That was a notification on my phone. I give me the wheel. I'll spin the wheel.
Right.
I'll spin the. I forgot to silence my phone. That's my fault.
Wah.
Yep. I admit to that one.
No self-destruct. Come on, man.
We'll see what we got here.
Oh, thank Jesus. Okay.
Chat's choice. That's the first. All right, chat room.
chat.
Guys, see if chat. I'm going to give you about one whole
Let's go,
minute
chat, guys.
for the chat. If somebody in the chat
Yep.
tells me I need to drink Malort, Jameson, give me something to drink, you get to pick the shot. So whoever's the first one on the chat list, come on.
Anything
There's
with
3
water,
people in
guys.
here. There's 3. Oh, come on, don't do that shit. 3
Watermelon
people here.
high.
Come on, chat. We want to see. We want to see y'all choose
I
something.
vote pickle juice and vinegar.
We don't have pickle juice and vinegar. It's got to be something that I have on my
Dude,
bar or anything that we have
99 pickle flavored shit is fucking god awful.
here. Yeah, I don't want
It
to do
is-
that.
Oh, bro.
I'll give it a minute, and if we don't, then I'll have to respin because so we have 3 people watching us. So I mean, we have somebody, but nobody's saying anything yet. So
Waiting.
go ahead, Adam.
Hold on,
He's doing something.
Oh, he's writing down in the chat.
I'm putting something up there for the.
We need someone to
We
pick a
need
punishment
somebody to pick
shot.
a punishment shot. So, so
be the first.
so as we're waiting for the chat to pick a punishment shot,
Go for it.
so you have the son become a tutor for the daughter. So then he arranges it for his sister to become what was it? What was she doing for the? Oh, an art
therapist.
kind of therapist.
Because
But
she convinced
originally
the
it was
mother
an
that
art
the kid
teacher,
had
originally.
schizophrenia.
An art tutor. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then they arrange for their father to become the driver for the family, and then they arrange for the mother to become the housekeeper.
Right.
Right.
And the ways they do this is just so diabolical. How they frame the people who are already in those positions.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it out there real quick. Who was y'all's favorite character?
This was hard because I was actually thinking about this when I was watching the movie. I really did like the mother, the poor, and the poor side. Did somebody pick something?
No, I haven't seen anything in the chat. I'm watching.
Oh,
Wait.
Well,
Cup
yeah,
of
but
coffee.
Okay, come on.
You're an asshole. Fuck you.
Definitely not, Stu.
I'm not doing that. You know that's you. You fucking ass.
What do you mean?
you do know I had to allow that to go through.
Oh my god. That was fantastic.
So as I'm monitoring Twitch here, there's certain things that Twitch kind of says, we can't let this go through unless you approve it.
Oh, come.
And I saw who it was, and I'm like, I've got to let that go. I've got to let it go.
I don't know who that unknown individual is. But good for them.
That's fucking unbelievable.
Okay, so
Anyways,
I guess the time has lapsed. So what
No, hold on.
Oh man.
does
I'm surprised because there were people talking in the chat, so I don't know
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
nobody's.
if nobody pick something, is it a respin?
Yeah, it's a respin.
Okay,
so
I'm just curious how
Dude.
that's just the way we're gonna have to do it.
yeah.
If nobody, because sometimes people are very responsive, but today not so much. But we just started.
I think you should check the chat.
Definitely not Stu. No, I'm not doing it with
Watermelon
you.
and
It's you.
mezcal.
What are the rules? What is the rules?
What are the rules?
Watermelon and what?
Mezcal.
What the
Mezcal.
fuck is mezcal?
Like, isn't that mezcal right there? That smoky shit.
Yeah, it's like a
Monteblanc.
tequila.
Yeah.
All right, go make it for me.
All right.
Then you go make it for me, you ass. Jesus.
Actually, no, that isn't part of the fucking thing. You go make your own shit. Fuck you. Watermelon and mezcal.
I want to make
you
watermelon.
might
And
do
what
that.
watermelon?
That's what
Watermelon
it
what?
You find some watermelon shit. I don't know if we're gonna.
There's watermelon right over there. Jesus Christ.
You got to. Okay, yeah, Stu, you should do it because
Well,
otherwise
okay,
you might
fine.
not put a lot of
salty
watermelon. in
Okay,
there.
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Salty watermelon and oh, you guys lost out. You guys could have picked a shot for me. That's the whole point of that. So I don't understand why nobody's responding on that. But
I'm telling you right now, that shit comes up. The fucking regular audience doesn't pop up. Then I'm going to fucking.
all right, so go ahead. You said the favorite character.
Yeah. So who do you think was your favorite character?
It's kind of a cross. It's kind of a cross between the dad, the poor dad, and the poor mom. I actually loved them both the most. Oh hell, you know, Jason, you could have said something. You could have given me a shot. You could have told me something, and I
Yeah.
would have.
Yeah, you could have been the one to pick it.
You could have picked a shot, but you didn't do it fast enough. Sorry. But I guess I'm gonna have to go with the mom. I really like the mom, even though she had a little bit of a shorter role because near the end she was kind of like the housekeeper of the thing.
Right.
But I just loved her attitude and how fast she was. I don't know. There was something about her character I really enjoyed. But I also, if I were to do like a second, it'd be the dad. I really enjoyed the dad, and plus, I mean, in a way, I feel like the whole story is him mainly for the family. I think that he's more of like the main character of the family, in my opinion. I think he's got more of the acting out of the of the family. Oh fuck! I don't have anything to wash this thing down to. I got barely any beer.
I just wonder where the trash can is.
Well, I'm not gonna puke. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
so you
puke.
don't get sprayed.
Right, but I do want to give myself something to drink after. So but yeah,
so
that's who I pick. So
Okay, Lenny. favorite character?
Well, okay, he kind of said the mom more was his favorite. I will say her nonchalantly fucking kicking that chick
Yes.
down the stairs
Yes.
was so smooth and so awesome. That was cool. But
That caught me so off guard. I was also
Yeah.
gonna pick favorite scenes. That's my favorite scene because that caught me so off guard. How fast she was just like, boom, and that one
yeah,
was
she
down
was
the stairs.
on top of her shit,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah,
like-
I mean, I think she was carrying something, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, she literally was fixing something. Oh, she
Yeah,
was
she
fixing that
just made,
Ramdan
like,
or something
this,
like that.
She had her hands full and like that, and
She just turned around
back
and boom, back kick, and that one was down the stairs. I'm like, God damn,
Yeah, it was like sirloin tips with like a ramen.
keep
It was
spelling it?
really
Ramdan.
you know,
Well, that was, and I'll get to everybody else real quick. That was something that was just for this movie.
Really?
Was Ramdan? It's a combination of ramen and udon.
it looked fucking tasty as
Okay.
fuck.
It did look really good.
Yeah,
Had
it
those
looked
big
really
chunks
good.
of meat in there. I
Yeah,
don't know what
well,
it was.
No,
Yeah.
how much you
Sirloin.
love having
Well,
meat
that
in
was
your mouth.
added
Oh,
to
you
it.
ass.
That was
Well,
it was
very,
that was added
very
to it.
well marbleized tender beef
Sirloin,
whatever
yeah.
it was very good.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that Ramdan was only for and it was because so Americans can understand it. It's all it was for.
Oh, really?
It
yeah.
looked fucking
It looked
good.
really good.
Because I don't know what it was, like beef or something like that, or wagyu.
Well, it was ramen udon, which I'm not 100% sure what udon is, with sirloin tips is what it was.
Yeah, sirloin tips. They
Yeah, she
looked
even said
really good.
the ditzy mom.
Yeah.
Even said, hey, I think we got those.
We got
gonna go ahead
sirloin
and
in the
use
freezer or something like
Sirloins,
that.
because he really enjoys that. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
quick
was-
thought. Oh, go ahead, Lenny.
Well, I was going to say, because I was going into who my favorite character was.
Uh-huh.
For me, it was the dad. And I think the reason why is because when everything was, quite frankly, going extremely shitty, like they're just in a they're really fucking poor.
And you're talking about the poor dad.
Yeah. And the poor dad, he was always optimistic. He was always the one that kept the family together. He was always like, it's going to be okay. Like he was the one that kept that family as a strong unit. And the breakdown of you start to realize, he starts to realize how much he fucking hates the rich family, because they literally don't give a rat's ass about him and his family. And when he's sitting there trying to stop the bleeding, his daughter's been stabbed in the fucking chest, and the other dad, he has that recognition. He's like, this guy doesn't give a fucking shit about my kid.
Yeah,
my kid's fucking bleeding to death. His kid had a seizure. Boo hoo. And he finally fucking snaps and fucking stabs him. And I was like, you know what? I get it. I fucking totally get it.
Well, that scene where he's, I think, where he was starting to get really fucking pissed off is basically when he had him in the Indian headdress.
Yeah.
And he was getting ready for him to jump out and do the whole thing. And he was just like looking and staring. He was like, this is a job. This is what you're doing. This is your job. But you could tell that something was off. He was like, something's going to happen here. Like, I already knew that there was going to be a little finale here.
He's just had enough of this guy. He's had enough of this family, but the dad is the worst one by far.
Which, by the way, go ahead.
I feel the dad is also the reason everything fucking fell apart for the family. I think if he didn't lose his shit and stab rich dad, nobody would have. They wouldn't have gone to jail. Nothing bad would have happened to them at all. I mean, the daughter would have still got fucking stabbed and shit like that. But he could have still potentially been holding pressure on there, maybe long enough for the fucking medics to show up and do stuff instead of just. Oh, well, and then having to fucking run and shit like that. And then they're
hide in the fucking basement.
investigating everything was going on and recognizing that the crimes that the family did.
He abandoned his family. That's the thing that really sucks is he abandoned his family.
Abandon his family after he did what he did.
Yeah.
Right.
But if he hadn't done what he did, then I could make the argument his family would have got away with everything.
Right.
Because the other dude was already dead, the piece of shit.
And he just looked like a crazy guy that just attacked them.
And then they could have disposed of the mom, the old housekeeper at a time that was convenient for them.
Right.
They could have taken care of it all.
Yeah.
And there would have been no reason they would potentially, if they had saved his daughter, if he had kept the pressure on, like that, was able to then save his daughter potentially.
Yeah.
Then everything would be okay. They would the one kid would have gone to the hospital, the other one would go to the hospital. The cops wouldn't necessarily had to investigate the family at all and try to figure out what's going on, and everybody kept on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
How would you say? Who's your favorite character?
The daughter is really strong too.
That was mine.
Yeah.
I really,
she was really strong.
the daughter to me was,
I'll be right back.
if just so sharp on who her
character,
what
that
her
she's-
role was to be.
The artist.
And she, and she said, she goes, I read up on it, but I just
she was
just
the
winged it. I mean,
most
she was
criminal
yes.
of all of them. I'm gonna have to probably say the poor son. I'm
Well, he was the planner.
probably gonna have to say him. He's also the most helpful.
Yeah.
And he planned it with his sister and everything like that, and talked over the family.
But he was the brains for the whole thing because even when they got to that point, she was like, "What's the plan?" And it's like they relied on him for the plan.
Because they had a plan they had put together and stuff like that. And that's why he had talked about it with her about it's time to maybe bring the dad in, and it's all an opportunity. So he saw an opportunity to get the sister in, and then they started putting everything together. And she was the one who made the forged papers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he was the hope. And even after losing his sister, losing his dad, and everything like that, and recovering from the fucking head wound, he still had hope. And he was still looking on the hopeful side to reunite maybe one day with his dad and everything like that. Yeah. And I thought the son did really, really well portraying that hope. And I was like, all right, I dig this.
Yeah. I also had the daughter. She was also one who just didn't seem to really give a fuck. Like towards the end, when they went back to the house, because when the house was flooding, and literally she's sitting on this
toilet that's like sprouting
the
on
toilet
shit.
That's exploding shit. She's sitting on that in the one area that they can get cell signal, and she's just on her phone. It's like she just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
looks like we all picked different characters. When I think about it. I mean, because there's a lot of great characters in this, and I was gonna mention the ditzy mom. Hot. She was hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then I found out she was in a movie called The Concubine, and I watched it, and it's like a full erotic thriller. Oh, she goes full out in that one because you see the scene in them on the couch. Yeah, I know it's me, but I mean, you see the scene on the couch, and I was just like, oh shit, we got a nip slip here. She's pretty hot. I don't want to see more of her. So,
Oh Jesus.
I had
Okay.
to. I had to. I'm sorry.
So so as we're talking about, how the two families are coming together and things like that. And I had asked to do this before we started the show. Who do you feel is the most? Of course, the movie's called Parasite. The most parasitic, because if you kind of look at it,
The housekeeper.
well, no, that's not what I mean. The which family? Because the poor family, yeah, they leached off the rich family, so you can say, okay, yeah, they're the parasitic, they're parasites to the rich family, but the rich family couldn't survive. They had to have, the daughter had to have a teacher. The son had to have some kind of art, a therapist. The mother had to have her housekeeper. The father had to have his so that they had to
Parasite off the
be
poor.
parasitic to the poor people.
Yeah.
So
I see what you're saying.
who do you and Stu said it the best. It's not necessarily they're parasitic, but they're symbiotic.
Right.
Both families
Because they're
need each other.
Yes,
All
they're attaching.
three families.
So
Yeah.
at the
But yeah,
okay,
even the housekeeper
and
and
the
her
husband.
husband.
Yeah.
And they were even connected. I mean, even the housekeeper and her husband was connected to the other family because he was talking about how his cake, business went under, and and they referenced earlier in the film that the dad of the poor family worked for that cake business.
Okay, there was a trivia
yeah.
thing about that where they never actually made that link. They just said that the father worked for a bakery, and that this other person was at a bakery, but they never said that it was the same bakery.
So the way they
They kind of referenced it and made you think it was. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you go through the trivia,
they not 100% said the name of the bakery, but why would they have both said the cake bakery
Right.
place before it shut down? And then the guy was like, and around that same time frame, the guy was fucking talking 4 years ago. All right, my cake bakery place shut down. And I borrowed money trying to keep it open.
Right.
So yeah. Jesus Christ. So I was like, so even once again, they were all leeching on each other for different points.
Right.
So your question though is still
Who do you feel if we're not going to say symbiotic? Who do you feel is the most parasitic?
I
think
would
it's
love
equal.
to weigh in.
I think it's equal. Go ahead, Lenny.
Go ahead, Lenny.
By far, the most parasitic character in this movie is the dude living in the basement, and my reason why is because the other family, they can call it parasite all they want. At the end of the day, all four of the people in that family were providing a fucking service. You pay for what the service you get. They were doing something. They were holding their weight. They were doing something of value. That motherfucker was just down in the basement, and his wife couldn't come up with a clever way to get him involved to where he could also be doing something where he's earning a wage. So
I'll make the argument that the poor son and poor daughter were no longer actually providing a service. The poor son was just up there fucking the daughter.
Yeah. Were they fucking, or was it just like
either way? They weren't fucking doing anything of this shit because they even talked about how her grades weren't fucking coming up.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So they weren't doing fucking English shit. And then
did they mention her grades going up or down? Did they even really talk about that?
Yeah, they did mention her. Even though they haven't seen improvement in the grades, she definitely seems to really like him. All right. So
Okay.
yeah.
she's going down in a
I will
fucking
give you
nightgown
that.
during the
But
party?
like the dad, he drove them around. He fucking
Yeah, the dad
pushed
and the
grocery
mom
cart.
definitely provided a service.
Right.
I will
But-
argue the daughter
yeah.
probably did provide a service though because
No,
she
because
kept
she
that
wasn't
little-
actually doing anything for the kid.
Yeah, she was keeping him in line.
She made it all up. She made it all fucking up.
But you notice that
everything.
This corner
Hold
of his
on, hold
artwork
on.
is the schizophrenic corner. It's like, what the fuck is that?
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was good
Hold on,
acting, though. That's the thing, because she portrayed a character that was non-existent, and just coming up with shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great
Hold
acting.
on. What I'm trying to say though is that the daughter, yes, okay, the part about her being a therapist was bullshit. But you notice that once the daughter got involved, the kid started behaving. Maybe she wasn't doing therapy and that was all bullshit. She was still doing something though, because that kid wasn't running all over the house like a fuckhead. She was keeping him in line, and like he was
still running around as far as we know. He's so obsessed with Indian shit.
Yeah,
and
that's
even
okay, though.
His older sister was like, he's faking everything. Everything he's faking.
Yeah.
All right, he knows it. All right, and so the sister knew he's faking it, and basically said, "Hey, just you do you, boy."
That he was faking it because she
draw the shit.
claimed he saw a ghost, right? But he actually did see that guy.
He definitely had trauma from that. He definitely had trauma, but he 100% was faking the artistic shit and all this other weirdness and stuff like that. The thing. And the kid was like, and the sister knowing that was like, okay, cool. I'll just let him just fucking be a fucking kid then, and not pretend like he has this unbearable weight of genius. Right. Let him be a fucking kid.
Well, and I noticed that like I said, when she was actually interacting with him daily, he wasn't running all over the house. She kept him like in his room. They had their little sessions, and then like when he was interacting with his mom, he started like bowing to her and like being more respectful.
But we also don't know how he was when he had any of the other art teachers there and stuff like that. That were true. Maybe during the classes, he always was, he had somebody else to play with.
Right.
Yeah. And so he was like, okay, cool.
Who do you think was the smartest of the two, the son or the daughter?
The smartest?
I don't know if that was one of your questions, but
I would say the daughter.
The daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
The daughter was the most criminally, genius. All right.
Oh, I feel like she didn't give a fuck, especially when she was in that place and she was smoking a cigarette. Said, you can't smoke in here. And she just pulled up another cigarette and started smoking.
Yeah, and she was doing she forged the documents, and that's
she was the one doing the
takes
document
some
forging. She by far I think had the most.
So the one that did most of the crime,
the most intellect. Let's put it that way. It's
the son knew what he wanted to happen.
He had the planning.
The daughter made it happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like, okay, if we're doing it, then this is what we need to sell this. This is what we need to make it work.
So both of them together.
I will say this about the family. They kind of went about things erroneously and illegally, but they remind me of a lot of when I was in law enforcement and I would interact with like criminal types.
Yeah.
They would do certain things or say certain things, or I'd learn things about them. And I'd be like, you have this fucking talent. Like, why aren't you out in the world using this to make money and live your life? I don't understand. And like, this family was a great example of people who they all had their skill sets and they hustled. Like, again, morally, was it right? Some of the stuff they were doing? Absolutely not. But at the core, that family was a family of hustlers, and I have respect for that.
Oh yeah,
they were grinders. Sure,
they did it. They did it perfectly, especially how they did it intertwined, because they did the daughter first. No, the tutor first, then the daughter, and then try to get the driver fired so they can hire a new driver. Yeah. They get the housekeeper with the fucking peaches, which was fucking crazy. How they did that perfectly.
They could have killed that bitch.
I know.
It was brilliant, though. I was like,
but
what?
It almost started to fall apart, though, when the father was driving, because he noticed that he was not. He says, "Pay attention to the road, please." He was like, "Oh, he's fucking up here. He's gonna fuck this whole shit up." I was a little worried about that, but they still kept it on track, especially with the father being there, seeing him, and giving the card for the whole business. It was very smart with all four of them how they did it.
Very smart, but also they did lay groundwork that how easily the poor father could have turned into the housekeeper's husband.
Yeah.
Like how crazy the housekeeper husband did, basically idolizing the rich father and, to the point of almost worshiping him.
Yeah.
Because every time that stuff would go right when they were having their family meals, the poor father was like, all right, and we need to thank, this family. We need to thank fill in the blank,
Right.
you know, because without them, you know, we wouldn't have all this, and how much he's already instinctively looking up at that hierarchy and putting that hierarchy on a pedestal.
Yeah.
And if he was in that situation for 4 fucking years where that person is the one providing him food, providing him shelter, you know, day in, day out, and being completely encapsulated the way he was, then I could see him also idolizing to the point of godhood.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the crazy fucker did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right,
Well,
this
that
is
was
some
funny.
good
Yeah.
foreshadowing.
I don't, the guy downstairs is like, was going up and hitting his head on the light.
Yeah.
And the people upstairs were like, that damn light's just acting up again.
Yeah.
It's like, he's trying to communicate to them.
With a Morse code.
Yeah, he's trying to communicate by Morse code. And they're just up there like, that light's just acting up. It's like, that poor guy.
But they were worried about the kid because the kid knew Morse code because he studied it for the
Yeah.
Boy Scout.
But it
thing.
didn't matter it didn't matter if the message actually got through. The fact that the underground dude believed enough.
Right.
That was enough for him.
Yeah.
Which it's fucked up. It's pathetic, but also it gave him a sense of fulfillment.
Right.
And you're like,
And he was thanking this guy for
with how little that man has in his fucking life. All right, good for him. All right, good for him. So, a beautiful home, beautiful fucking.
Well,
home.
it's what the one of the things I was reading is you know the view that they had of you know the tree, and it was like one of the trivia things is all those trees in the backyard weren't real.
Really?
There was only very few trees. They said trees were so expensive that they CGI'd most of those trees in.
Damn.
Wow. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, they said they CGI'd most of those trees in. And the house that the poor people lived in, the set that was built into a tank.
Yeah, well, I figured that with the flooding.
Because they built it in tanks so they could essentially
Flood it.
just flood the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was like Jesus.
Because
But also, it felt right. It felt like
What was it, like a basement type of apartment or something like that?
basement? You know, not something, a half basement
Okay.
situation.
Yeah. Well, especially when they were watching because that guy was pissing right next to their window or something like that.
So
I mean, it'd be like this, basically.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Split level, basically.
kind of
Basically, that's their entire home is this.
right. If the ground level of your ground came to just the bottom of those windows.
Yeah, which is
So
yeah.
So then as water came down, it came in your windows.
Yeah.
The basement would be flooded.
Yeah.
So,
Or you get free fumigation.
yeah, oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I felt so bad for how much the father was trying to save when the house was flooding. Did you see what that one picture he saved was?
I know he saved the medal that the mom won
For hammer toss.
for the hammer toss.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what that was. I thought I didn't catch that until I was reading it. I'm like, that's why she was doing the hammer toss at the people's house.
Yeah.
Because that referenced earlier in the film when they were doing like the tracking shots and so like the establishment shots, they showed the mom, you know, the picture of the mom doing the stuff.
Yeah.
So then they did the hammer toss reenactment during when she was older, and then him saving the medal,
Saving the medal
just to
for her.
kind of book.
What exactly is hammer toss?
So you got like a weight on a rope situation.
You twirl it
and
around and then
you're spinning around almost like the
Shot put.
The shot put. It's like that, but you're
Okay.
actually swinging something instead of just holding it and
In
launching
the
it. You're
Olympics, aren't they
swinging
like
it.
made out of metal?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing at the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a large metal steel ball.
Yeah, just a weight.
I saw a video where a girl was practicing that, and she, I can understand why, because they're spinning so fast.
Yeah.
But she lost track of where she was when she let go of the stone. Fucking flies across the field and hits this dude right in the balls. I was
Yep.
like,
Oh.
fuck. He was like holding a clipboard and he's like, and he like collapses. Like, oh shit.
Something that heavy
Yeah,
and
they
that fast, I
have,
would
like,
just
a-
explode them.
Most of them
Yeah.
that they're doing nowadays, you know, like that. So you'll be like almost in like a batter's cage situation, where you're in like a half circle that's completely fenced off. So if you let go in that circle, it's hitting the fence, and
Right.
it's right there behind you. But then when if you let go in the open area, it's this angled angled
Y.
wedge, you know, situation that that right there is the free area to throw, and
Yeah.
where that lands, you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yep. Trying to see what else I got here.
But I was thinking that when they did that the mom would somehow use that skill to save them or do something to benefit them. Okay,
Right.
so why throw this? It's sort of like a Chekhov's gun situation. Yeah, I figured you lay the groundwork here in order to explain how she's able to do something later.
Right.
All right. But then
I mean, that could explain her
then the-
athleticism for being able to do so much around the house, and like you said, getting dinner ready, and all of a sudden back kicking the lady down the stairs.
Donkey kicked that
It's-
bitch down the stairs, man.
I can see
She
it.
had it fucking coming though. That's the thing. I mean,
Yeah,
that
fuck that bitch, man.
that
She's
housekeeper.
Did she? Honestly, did she have it coming?
You know what? I'm just gonna say I didn't like her, so yeah, she had it.
I didn't like her, but also she was doing.
She was a
everything
hustler,
right.
too.
She was
I mean, she
taking
was
care of the
hustling,
family,
But she was hustling also.
But she was doing everything right, and did nothing wrong, and even treated this other
She
family.
gave some of the family's
with
food to
respect.
that bum in the fucking
No,
basement.
she even said she never did that. She bought his food with her paycheck.
Yeah.
You're saying what she did by leaving him in the basement was not criminal?
So
He wasn't contributing
yes,
anything.
but hold on.
See?
Well, no,
They
hold on.
didn't
What-
even
what-
know that place existed.
Name the crime.
They didn't know that place existed at all.
What's
so
the-
they
what's the
never lost
quantity?
use of
What's-
something of because they didn't
Thank
know
you.
that existed.
I was trying to think of the word. That's exactly what I was trying to think of it because
Yeah.
the
Once
been going on.
again, they
Squatting?
didn't know it
Fuck that
existed
bum.
at all. They didn't know that place existed.
Right. They didn't know it was there. So how can you be if squatting is essentially is taking over somebody else's property for your own
Okay.
away from them? How did they know about it?
I would say legally, yes, but morally and realistically, they
Really?
didn't do anything wrong.
Really, the only crime I can see is trespassing.
And-
That's
Well,
the
yeah.
only
No.
thing.
Trespassing.
To trespass, you have to be unwanted and asked to leave, right? And he was there before they
okay.
moved in.
Yeah.
All right.
He was
Well, all right,
already
hold on,
there.
hold
But he
on.
didn't
Before
own the
they
property. He
moved
didn't
in.
own the property or
He
like
was
that.
already there before the
Dude.
family moved in, which means he was never even asked
But
to
he
leave.
knew. But he knew the family was there, and it was their property, which means it was technically.
But he
being
was
criminal.
never asked to leave.
It was technically
He
trespassing.
was never asked to
okay.
leave.
But Stu, I will say this. I saw a video. This was about a year ago, and this was creepy as shit. This family, and this was here in the U.S., there was a family that they would find stuff missing. They would find stuff moved in their house, and they thought they had a ghost or something. They didn't know what it was. So they set up surveillance cameras. Then one day the wife leaves to go shopping, and the house is empty. All of a sudden, they had this crawl space they didn't know existed.
Yes.
Oh my God. And this person comes fucking crawling out, and I was like, what? They've been living there for years, and they would
Yeah,
like.
you're absolutely right. So, but they are also had a history then at that time of coming in and fucking around with shit they shouldn't have been doing. The only time they ever referenced that guy ever fucking coming out of the goddamn basement was when he scared that little fucking boy. That was the only fucking time that he
Yeah, he
fucking
did a
ever
good
came out of the
job,
goddamn
too.
basement.
With his
And
wife.
he never did again. All right, look
When I
at you
saw
look at that
his
motherfucker. He
eyes-
never came out again.
When
All
his eyes
right.
came over the stairs just enough, I was
Just
like,
enough.
ooh.
He never came out again. So, I mean, like I said, is it legally right? No. But realistically and morally,
It's still breaking
he
the law.
did nothing. They
Still
did really
breaking the
nothing
law.
wrong.
I mean, it's still
All right.
breaking the law.
But it's so big. Like I said, the only
and
thing
she was such a great housekeeper to that family. She did everything for. She put up with that little asshole kid constantly.
Yeah.
All right, she did everything for that, and you know she gave them everything just to make sure she could keep her fucking job and
protect her husband.
protect her husband
husband.
there.
Yeah.
All right, so she was the number one housekeeper they could have fucking asked for. The only reason she got fired is because this con artist fucking family came in.
So you're saying the con artist family is more criminal than the housekeeper itself?
Yes.
So when she,
Yes,
when she
absolutely.
found
Oh,
out
yeah,
what they
definitely.
were doing, they're like, "Oh, you fucking bitch!" and basically get this. I'm going to take a picture of you guys.
Yeah, because they were basically trying to blow up the safety situation that for her and her husband.
Yeah.
She had no savings, nothing. They didn't have any hope.
Right.
And she still was she's like thinking about didn't want to cost this family their job.
Yeah.
But she's like, so don't worry, I cut the cameras so there's no way
Yeah, I
to
saw
see
that.
what
Yeah.
you're doing, here, because so we're good.
Yeah.
I just asked, once a week, if you could, just leave a little bit of food, just once a week. That's all I could, ask, because we have no other way for this to happen. And they're like, no, fuck you, bitch, situation. And then when she figured out, oh, these motherfuckers poisoned me, these motherfuckers set all this shit up.
Yeah.
They're the reason that I'm looking the way I fucking do.
Right.
And she was beat to shit.
Yeah, 'cause of loan sharks.
Her life has not been good since she got fucking fired.
Yeah.
Her life has
Yeah.
been very fucking hard.
Right.
And so she was holding them, blackmailing them, and having an opportunity for her husband that she hadn't had a chance to see in a couple weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And being outside of the basement, actually spending time, and for once being able to breathe. All right. And
Well, when you think about it, the father did kind of.
and she was then still willing to blow up her own situation by telling the family.
Yes,
I was
but-
like, fuck it. We're going down together. All right.
The father had a little bit of redemption because he took her body and buried it the right way.
That's not redemption.
Yeah.
I feel like it was. I mean, it was
Bitch
kind
wouldn't
of
have been dead if it wasn't for this family.
Yeah.
okay. Well, I feel like it was.
And
a little
then I
bit of
understood
redemption.
her husband losing his shit. All right. He's like, all right, my wife is dead now. My wife is fucking dead because of these fucking assholes. What else do I have to lose? I don't have a job to lose. I don't have a home to lose. I don't have anything else to fucking lose. My only fucking lifeline was this fucking, this woman, and these fucking bastards took her from me.
This movie
All
makes
right.
you think.
Yeah.
So fuck them. I'm gonna fucking kill them.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did.
I don't know. What do you think, Lenny?
I honestly, I prefer the second family, and the only reason why is because, again, they contributed, they hustled, they each provided some kind of service. Even though, okay, I will agree with you. The son out of the four of them was the only one that was kind of not really doing his job. He was too busy,
Trying to fuck the little.
trying to fuck the daughter, which
Yeah.
is fucked up because that's his friend's girl that she
Yeah.
like.
Right.
And and I will say this,
another
like,
reason the only good character of the entire fucking family, but still a slime bag.
well, and I have respect for the fact that just hat tip to, it's very subtle, but the guy that introduced him to this job in the first place,
Yeah, his
he
friend.
recognized the fact that although he likes this girl, she is not of age. So he said, I'm gonna wait until she's of age before I try and move in.
But the other guy.
You don't hear that a lot nowadays, man. Most guys don't have that kind of fucking integrity. And he was like,
how old was she?
Same thing. Is like, she really likes me. When I go to college, or she goes to college, I'm gonna ask her out, and then he's still fucking making out.
I
with her.
know,
Like,
no,
ah,
that
you
was
fucking
fucked
piece of
up.
shit.
I will admit,
You
I was
dirty
like,
fuck.
fuck.
How old was she? 14.
She was in high school. That's
It's probably
whatever
like
high school.
16. I'm
She
gonna
was
say
in high school.
16.
Okay, and how old was the son?
I don't-
Whatever
Maybe 20s?
young college ages.
Okay, so about 20.
He was like maybe
Over there. I don't know.
16, 17, 18. He was somewhere. If he was older than her, like legally wise, it could
No,
have
he
been more
hadn't
than a
been.
year.
No, he was definitely older than her legally. Why? Because his friend even talked about the guy had already done his mandatory military
service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
is interesting that they have that in that country. It's very
In South Korea? Yeah,
I
that's
kind of
weird.
Oh, yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. So yeah, he'd already done his mandatory military service. So I assume mandatory military service over there probably starts at 18. Let's say it's a 2 or 3 year commitment. So he's already 2021 at least. At least.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I feel like the thing is the way that they made the daughter, especially when she was coming down in the nightgown when they were having the party and looking for the fucking son and then carrying him on her back and everything.
Yeah.
She looked like she was 14 or something. She looked very
Yeah.
young.
No. She's just Asian.
The way she was acting, I don't know.
Asians look young.
She seems a whole
They
lot.
do.
Well, she's very
Okay.
sheltered also.
Yeah, that's true.
And I would say,
Yeah.
especially I would assume upper class people over there are, girls are very sheltered. It feels like,
Right.
they're very
yeah.
protected.
Yeah.
So emotionally, she could seem very young.
So mandatory service for a Korean is generally, depending on which branch you go into, it's 18 months for the Army and Marines, 20 months for the Navy, and 21 months for the Air Force.
Okay.
Male citizens usually undergo their physical and psychological evaluation at age 19. So if he's already done it, 19, you're looking
At
18
least
to
20
20.
and a
So
half.
you're talking
Yeah.
two. So you're talking roughly 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's 20. He's roughly 21.
Yeah, he's
maybe 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's, and I would say at most she was 16, 17 because he's talking about,
Yeah.
when she goes to college.
I think he was tutoring her to prepare her for college. So
Yes.
that would probably put her as either a junior or senior.
Yes.
So
That's why
you're
I'm saying
probably
16,
talking
17.
16, 17. Yeah.
So, and, talking about when she gets to college, I'm going to ask her out. But I thought, I'd have to check. No, I know Israel has mandatory military service for both male and female. I don't know if Korea is both only male or if it's male and female.
The daughter was 15 years old.
Okay.
So she was 15. So she was way underage.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was between, yeah.
Well, it's definitely wrong.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah. Yeah. 15, high school student. Yeah. Park the High was her name, I believe. So, jeez.
I will
didn't
say
know-
I do like the idea of the whole. I know we don't do it here, obviously, but I see the value in mandatorily requiring people to go through the military, and the reason why is because at the bare minimum, they will hopefully beat into you, like getting a job, taking care of yourself, being responsible, that sort of thing. Those things that if you don't necessarily get that in your upbringing, it's going to be beat into you when you go into the military. And I like that because
as much as I would love to say mandatory military service, I understand, and I've known a lot of people, both in the military and out of the military, who should never be in the fucking military. But I do think mandatory government service, on some level, you are contributing to society. You are contributing to the betterment of the whether it's the country, the town, the city, the state, whatever it is. You are having a mandatory government service to show you are serving the people and make you better appreciate what that government does when you then are no longer a part of the government, or you can make it become a life or whatever, but you have a better appreciation.
Plus, I feel like
at that
it's
point.
sort of a way of like, okay, you spent this. I'm going to get a little in the weeds for a second. Children, one of the reasons why they act out is because they are what you call out exchange. The parent provides clothes, food, housing, everything for free. And if you don't give a child something that they can do to contribute to the household, whether it's just taking out the trash or doing something simple, cleaning their room, they start to get up. They start acting out because they're out exchange. They don't feel like they're doing anything to contribute. And when you have a person that's just constantly taking and never giving back, they start acting out. Because at our core, we all want to do something to feel an exchange and feel an equilibrium. And so you spend your whole life as a kid, a child, a teenager, essentially not having to do much other than go to school and behave yourself, right? So then you go into the military and you serve your country for a certain amount of time. It's not very long. And that gives you that exchange. That gives you like, okay, I gave something back to the system that made it possible for me to make it to this point in my life. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, but it's also just structure.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of these kids who aren't doing anything, there's no structure in anything there.
Right.
And if you give these kids structure on, okay, you've got to do this at this time, you've got to be here at this time, you need to be in bed at this time, and enforce that. That's giving them some kind of structure. Yeah. That's where kids tend to thrive.
They learn discipline.
They learn discipline and structure. So yeah, there's two sides of that. And that's where a lot of times I've been seeing a lot of these videos. It's about X generation stuff. Like, I don't know if y'all been seeing any of this stuff, but one of the things they talk about is what did they have at 10 o'clock at night in the 70s and 80s? They had a video, a thing that would come on and tell your parents, do you know where your kids are?
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
And that's gone away.
Yeah.
And how many parents at 10 o'clock at night nowadays know where their kids are?
Right.
What's scary is there's a lot that don't know where their kids are at 10 o'clock at
And
night.
a lot of
That's
a lot of
frightening.
TV studios used to have a broadcast where I think it was at midnight, where they would basically say, "Hey, we're not broadcasting anymore. Your ass should be in
They go off
bed."
air. Yeah.
You
Oh
know?
yeah, they go off the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is though, it's just like nowadays, if you kids are out and it's on school days,
Right.
Yeah.
and they're still out, and it's like, why are you not controlling your kid?
Yeah.
They need to be in bed for school, but no, they're just, and that goes back to structure.
Times just keep
See,
changing.
and
Yeah.
that's the problem with today is that like we don't have that's gone away with the dodo bird. It's gone. Like we don't have broadcasting. We don't have that shit anymore. People pull up whatever they want, and watch whatever they want, whenever they want. There's no
Oh yeah, your TV watching habits now are just they're done. Where you're not at Thursday nights where we used to have watch Seinfeld and stuff like that because it's coming on at Thursday night at 9:00. Now you can watch it whenever you want because it's streaming on your phone. They dump it and you can watch it anytime. Lenny, we can't hear you.
We've lost
We've lost your sound.
volume. It's like you muted, or we don't hear anything. And Ron
And we
walked
lost
away.
our producer, so we can't stop. So
The fuck are we doing that?
yeah. So Lenny, what we want you to do is use sign language to tell us exactly what you're doing.
Hey, we've lost audio for Lenny.
What was that?
We've lost Lenny
We've
audio.
lost. I think he's resetting his.
What the fuck? Ron is gay? What the hell is that shit? All right, we'll be right back. Take a quick break. Hey, having a hard time trying to stay up, trying to record these podcasts late at night?
Or are you up late, working, driving trucks, working in the shop, trying to provide for that damn family of yours?
You need coffee.
Well, let us tell you about this one company we got right here. It's called Coffee Bros. Now, they got a very select blend of different roasts: light roast, medium, dark, espresso. Now, each one of these has its own flavor profile.
These two brothers from New York made this amazing company with an amazing coffee that you could order online.
So you just had the espresso roast.
Yes.
And did that thing wake you up?
I couldn't go back to sleep. Oh, man. It was smooth. It
Nice.
had that nice chocolate taste to it. You can just taste the chocolate.
And it doesn't give you that bite like other coffees do.
Or bitter.
No, definitely not bitter at all. This is smooth, sweet, aromatic. This coffee here will absolutely wake you up when you need it to.
The coffee here is dedicated to freshness, quality, and consistency. Use the code BAF10 to get 10% off your entire order. The link for the website is in our show description. And I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. This coffee keeps you awake, especially for the late podcasting that we do.
Yeah, it's very much needed.
Try out Coffee Bros. Coffee Bros!
Adam, one of the things I
Yes.
was going to point out is that I remember when I was a kid, okay, TGIF was everything.
Yeah.
I literally waited all fucking week
Yep.
for TGIF. I would come home from school, I'd do my little bit of homework. If I had a teacher who decided to be a psychopath and give me weekend homework, I would knock my weekend homework done like within an hour or two. I was a very good student.
Right.
And I would just, all I could wait for was that. And I would get a pillow and a blanket and I would like lay on the floor in front of the TV because it was on the floor and watch TGIF every Friday night. It was the best night of the week. It was so cool.
Well, Friday nights for me was Dukes of Hazzard. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when I was young. Friday nights we were watching Dukes of Hazzard. So
Yeah, like my grandparents, they had it was so cute. Like they had the kind of retirement I want. Like they got up in the morning, they would do their little exercises. My grandmother, she had a video, a VHS that she would play. and it was Richard Simmons.
Oh God, I was just getting ready to say, please don't tell me
Yeah.
it's Richard Simmons.
It was Richard Simmons, and it was Sweating to the Oldies.
Sweating to the oldies.
Yeah, each of the members that were on his little group were all parents of celebrities. Like one of them was like Robert De Niro's dad and stuff like that. And they'd have this little routine that they would do. And my grandmother would do her little routine, and they would have breakfast, and then we'd do gardening, and they'd run their errands. Every night of the week, they also would watch soap operas. They had they followed All My Children, and I started watching it with them. It was sort of a thing that we did together. And every night, depending on the day of the week, they had a list of shows that they were going to watch, and they never missed their shows. And it was great. I thought it was really funny.
Why do I picture Lenny on his stomach, arms propping, head up, legs kicking in the air like a little schoolgirl, and screaming when Cody from Step by Step came down the stairs? What the?
Cody was the coolest. I loved Cody. Yeah,
He was a wife beater.
from Step by Step. Hell yeah.
Was Cody the one that was the martial artist?
He lived-
I can't remember his name.
He lived in the
He was
van.
so dreamy.
Yeah.
No, dude. Okay, for real, no joke. Even to this day, because I follow her on Instagram, she's got like a podcast. It's very wholesome. Topanga.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Bro. She's
I
like,
would
she's in
still
her
give it to
40s.
her.
Danielle
Yeah.
Fishel.
She's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah. And she's got her show's really good. She always she recently did an interview with the girl that was in She's All That. And so she always all of her podcasts are centered around like the 90s and
Yeah, that was-
sitcoms, and she'll have guests on that were like on Boy Meets World and stuff. It's so cool, dude. And
She was every 90s teen crush for the guys, for the boys.
oh yeah, big time. She was beautiful, but she was also very classy, and she's just a cool person.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Topanga, Step by Step. No, Boy Meets World. Yes.
Oh,
Boy
yeah.
Meets World.
Yeah.
Yeah, Step by Step was the one. That was the one with
When you-
Suzanne Summers. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suzanne Summers, the
Yeah,
hot
even
chick.
Urkel made a cameo in that for one episode, I remember.
Yeah.
They all were intertwined.
It was TGIF.
Yeah.
I think you remember hanging with Mr. Cooper?
So yeah, TGF originally started. I want to say Perfect Strangers. I want to say wasn't part of the original lineup.
No,
TGIF.
it was, and then the last show would change all the time.
Yeah, and then I believe,
Family Matters.
but
Dude,
I believe
I
the,
could do
the,
this
the
all day
cop
if you
from
want me to
Family
listen.
Matters. I want to say
Carl?
Yeah, I want to say Carl was a part of, was like a small character on Perfect Strangers, and then they spun him off into Family Matters.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
and then Family Matters did their shit and everything like that. Then you had Step by Step.
You had Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah,
Was
that
that
was
part
on
of
there for a
TGIF?
time.
I believe so.
Okay, I can't remember for sure.
Dinosaurs was on TGF for a little while.
No, Dinosaurs was Fox, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Dinosaurs was not part of TGIF?
definitely on TGIF. It was ABC.
I thought Dinosaurs was Fox.
Look it up. It's ABC. I actually
All right, hold
met. I will say I met the guy, one of the guys that was a puppeteer on that show,
Yeah,
and I asked him. I
Dinosaurs.
said,
Okay.
Was it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
"Jim, Jim,
I'm looking at it right now. TGF shows from the 90s that you
Full
wish still
House.
existed.
Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step, Boy Meets World, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Sister,
Melissa John Hart's another
Clueless.
one that I would give.
and Clueless and Dinosaurs.
Muppets Tonight.
I didn't see
So
that on
the
here.
thing about
Yeah.
the thing about dinosaurs, actually,
Not the mama.
I actually met one of the puppeteers that actually worked on that show, and I asked him. I said, "What the fuck happened?" Because Dinosaurs was amazing. I loved that show as a kid.
The
And he
last
said-
episode was like depressing.
Yeah, and he said the reason they ended it was because it. Bottom
Expensive.
line, it just became way too expensive to keep
Yeah.
it going because
Yeah.
it took so much to do the production with all the puppets and all the shit. So after a while, it was just not. They couldn't keep up with funding a show that wasn't making enough money. So,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
That baby dinosaur was awesome.
oh, he was the
Who's
greatest.
the mama?
not the mama.
Or not the mama? Yeah.
Not the mama.
I recently saw an AI video of the it's the baby from Dinosaurs, and he's sitting in the back seat of a car with a little car seat, and he's like doing this little dance, and he's singing along to some current country song, and it's fucking hilarious. It's really good, actually.
I will say AI has gotten fucking amazing.
Oh, it's gotten
it really
realistic.
has.
There, in
It
fact,
is
I think
fucking
there was a movie director that even said that we're finished.
So you see, Val Kilmer is
They're doing a recreation because the family gave him the blessing.
Yeah, exactly, and seeing some of the stills, shit like that. I'm like, that's goddamn Val.
They're
Kilmer.
doing what?
That
They're doing a recreation of Val Kilmer playing a character, and the family actually gave the blessing to use his
so he had
likeness.
signed up to be a part of a film before he got sick,
Right.
and then the film didn't get made. The film finally got made, and the family get permission to do a full AI rendering of Val. He never shot one fucking scene, never shot anything
Right.
before this, and so it's 100% going to be AI.
So are they going to give the family final approval of what they put on
apparently,
the
so
screen?
the family's already signed off on it, and they've even said
Well, they signed
Val-
off on letting them do it, or have they already seen what they're going
I believe
to
they've
do?
already seen what they're
Okay.
doing, and then they're cool with it.
And I
Is
think
this
that's
for
going to be
Top
the
Gun
Renaissance.
3?
Huh?
Is this for Top Gun 3 by chance?
No, it's
Some other movie.
he plays like a priest.
Because I
forget what
heard
it's
they were
called.
working
But
on possibly doing
If
a
it
Top Gun
looks
3.
as good as it does, it's really going to start to show Hollywood like we're not
We don't
needed
need
anymore.
actors.
So
Yeah.
Now-
I'm just blown away by all these music covers, changing genres and shit like that. The AI does.
Oh, I know.
I'm just like it, and almost all of them are fucking bangers. All right,
Yeah.
they're fucking. It knows formulaically what to do to make a good fill in the blank of this genre type song, and you feed it this information. And it's like, okay, cool. I'll take this song, completely fucking do it, redo the pacing, redo the sound of the singer, redo fucking everything.
Yeah.
In this genre, I'm only really keeping the words, maybe the beat a little bit, but only a little bit, and making it fucking amazing.
It's
I'm
not
like,
just
the
music,
fact that
I
it
mean-
knows it can do that, it's scary as fuck. I'm
But
like,
it's
all right.
also the likeness of actors. Also, it's not just the music. It's also like the Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fight scene that you see.
Right.
The thing looks fucking real as shit. I mean, it's young Tom Cruise, it's young Brad Pitt going against each other. It doesn't look fake. Like AI, I think about a year ago was like looking all weird, where there was like weird shit and everything else. Now it's really getting cleaned up and looking fucking real as shit.
So, do you guys remember what was like a couple years ago where the Steve Carell movie, like Mountaintop or something like that, came out?
Mountaintop.
It's something like that, something Mountain Peak or whatever, where basically it's like this fake Facebook type, guy, Mark Zuckerberg guy,
Right.
fake Elon Musk type guy, where these like the heads of the big tech shit came out, and this fake Facebook guy, he's facing a little bit of backlash.
Mountainhead.
Mountainhead.
Yeah.
All right, so they had come out and he released this AI software that you basically could put in whatever ideas you wanted to do, and it puts out something that's so realistic it can't be debunked. And he did that in order to show, so people could show whatever creativity they wanted to do and share that or whatever.
Right.
Cool. And people then started using it to show all these fake fucking war crimes and shit like that, country A was doing to country B, which thereby would incite the people and feel that it's real fucking news.
Right.
And cause real fucking wars to start fucking happening off of fake bullshit because you couldn't disprove based on the video. There is no way of, dissecting it and saying, oh no, this is completely fake. Everything was so realistic, everybody fucking believed it. And it brought into question, like, was this what should have been done? And then they started discussing, well, morally, should we allow this? Well, morally, maybe we should use it to run the world in a moral way, and have this country fight this country because this country bad, and we be the ones to judge. It's like, oh fuck.
AI is getting fucking scary.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it was.
What do you
really
think it's gonna be like in
feeling.
5 years from now? Do you think it's gonna?
I mean, if we don't have safeguards in place, that's why I'm blanking on the guy's name who originally did ChatGPT. He carries with him a book bag everywhere he fucking goes. In that book bag is basically the equivalent of a nuclear football, where what it does is he could, from anywhere in the world, torch the servers that ChatGPT are running on, and physically torch them. Not just like, launch a code. Like there's physical mechanical things that will fucking destroy these fucking servers.
Yeah.
If he sends a code or if he sends a signal to them, that so this way, if the AI does become sentient and starts doing bad fucking shit, he has a kill switch.
Well,
but that's just for his stuff. I mean, that's
yes.
Well, with everybody,
when that was there, ChatGPT was the first big dog on the fucking block.
I pay for ChatGPT Pro because I actually enjoy it. I use it to make pictures and use it for notes and everything else. And it's getting better and better. And the thing is, the more information you're giving it, you got to think there's millions and millions of other people giving more information to it. So that thing is just learning everybody. So it is kind of scary when you think about it.
Yes.
It's fucking.
And at what point is this large language model learning that it's doing? No matter what, it's still copying a program, following directions, just pulling from an immense amount of fucking data and becoming better and better at doing that. Do we decide, okay, this thing is sentient? And it goes back to the argument that no matter what, once it becomes sentient, to save humanity, it's going to kill humanity.
Yeah.
No matter what problem you give it, the answer is always going to be kill humanity.
Yeah.
No matter what sort of situation is. Oh, we need to, prevent global warming. All right, kill the humans. Yeah. That's the most direct answer, the safest answer. All right, we need to stop the spread of this fucking disease. Okay, kill the humans. Yeah. That's going to stop the fucking spread fucking quick.
Right.
Fucking scary.
The answer to every fucking problem that we have and we face, the most direct, permanent answer is to kill the humans.
Yeah.
And
well, unfortunately, it kind of gets back to the movie.
All right, let's go ahead and get back to the movie.
I mean, like I said, we were all over the place on this. I really don't have a whole lot more for it. So, does anybody else have anything? Or
let's go ahead and just do the favorite scenes, favorite scenes of the movie, and then
I already kind of I gave mine early when I was talking about when the lady got booted down the stairs. That was that got me so fast. I was just so surprised when that happened. That was my favorite scene.
I would say my favorite scene is the finale when psychotic guy comes out of the fucking basement. And first of all, he smashes that guy, the son, in the head with the rock. I seriously thought that he fucking died because you see all that fucking blood pouring out of his head. I was like, oh, he's dead. He's dead. I was thinking, is this whole family going to fucking die? Like, that's what I was thinking was going to happen. But he actually, he survived. Yeah, he survived that. But that whole finale, it was just like, you watch this movie on the beginning. It's one of those movies where everything is just like, going on. And then like an epic finale, like what the fuck just happened, basically type of deal. I mean, there's a lot of movies that do that, but I wasn't expecting it in this. So I'd say the finale was just the stabbing and then going back and forth, and the father just completely disappearing and trying to figure out what the fuck happened to him. That was my favorite scene in the whole movie. So yeah,
this is one of the first movies I've ever seen where it fits in so many different genres. There's some comedy aspects to it. There's some dramatic aspects. There's some thriller aspects to it.
That's what it says on the Apple TV is a thriller.
Fits into almost anything.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, that's the director, because Snowpiercer is almost in the same way.
Yeah.
Snowpiercer is a sci-fi, but it's got comedic. It's also got serious, and it's got like what the fuck moments in it, especially like the whole.
I've never seen it.
Snowpiercer, worth the watch.
Definitely worth it.
It's got Ed Harris in it. It's so good.
And,
it's really good.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Doesn't it also have what's that chick that you're really into, Ron?
Jennifer Connelly?
Yes.
She's in the series.
She's in the TV series.
Is it series?
There's a series.
Watching?
Isn't
see the
series
movie.
Is good. Series is good.
But see the movie. It is worth a watch. And it's in American and it's got no subtitles. It's actually really good.
Okay.
Why you say it like that? Like he couldn't appreciate a foreign film?
Letty.
What's wrong with you?
It's Letty.
We'll get into that.
You'll get into that. You'll get into
Judgmental
that.
prick.
But also Mickey 17 is really good too. So those are the two American films that he has done. The rest I think are believing all in Korean. So he's a good director. I mean, he's a best picture director winner. I mean, he won best director for this movie. So for the Oscars, who did he go against? Actually, I'm curious. Pick your favorite scenes.
That's who the lady I was trying to figure out was in Snowpiercer's Tilda Swinton.
Yep.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, she is in there. She's got the buck teeth and everything.
Yeah. So, how about you, Stu?
Probably the flood scene. So as they're leaving, as the husband, son and daughter, leave, and they're going home in the rain, and when they get home and dealing with all that, and it's flashing back and forth between the places. You felt that you really felt the what they're going through at that moment. Plus, it was just throughout the film was just so visually striking, but that scene right there was so visually striking. I was like, and you didn't even need a lot of dialogue. Everything just felt like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And they just fought and had all this horrible shit happen, so they didn't lose everything to then go home and realize they've lost everything.
Literally everything.
Yes. Yeah. And I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
God damn. So that's probably my favorite. I thought it was just so well done, well acted.
The directors that were nominated for Best Director for the Oscars, Bong Joon-ho won for Parasite. Martin Scorsese was nominated for The Irishman. Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sam Mendes for 1917. And then Todd Phillips for Joker.
Parasite beat all of those movies.
For director.
I don't agree with that, man.
Best director.
For director. If I had to pick one out of all these, this is a great film. But Tarantino probably should have won his Oscar.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a masterpiece, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Todd Phillips' Joker, I can't really say anything because Joker sequel is fucking garbage. That movie sucks so bad.
But it was for Joker, not for the fucking Joker Photo.
I still think it's
Joker is a great fucking film, an amazing fucking film. Joker Photo or whatever it is not. But this one, Joker was a really fucking well done film. It was a really well done film.
Yeah. So if you had to pick for best director, do you think?
I think this, honestly.
Okay.
I do. I think the visual, the acting, everything he pulled up. Yes, you have great acting in Once Upon a Time, but those are also with iconic fucking actors.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
These are actors that you don't.
I
think the father that's in
was
this movie,
recognizable, but
he's in a lot of his films.
yeah,
He's actually a regular on his films.
I up until this movie, I don't think any of them were like big names. And even in Korea, I would assume like big names,
Right.
Actually.
But so the acting that he got out of his people, the visuals that he got, the pacing, everything, it told an amazing story on every aspect of the film,
Right.
And I give credit to the director for that. He made everything, even the beginning, where the subtle green faded tones that it had just screamed, okay, this is major Korean city. It just, everything just felt, you could like reach out and touch it.
Yeah.
How rich everything felt. And it just, the rest of the film, it had that same level the entire way through. And I do think that this was a better directed film than any of those
other ones, right?
Yeah, especially The Irishman. The Irishman only got a fucking pity goddamn nod.
The Irishman was not my. I enjoyed it because of Scorsese.
It was a pity nomination.
No, and I agree with that. I still enjoyed it, but it wasn't something that should have won. The father in this actually isn't, because he's in Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
He's the one, the father that's in Snowpiercer that has the daughter when they're going throughout the train. I just realized that.
Okay, but even so, the acting that the father did in this was, I think, better than anything else I've ever seen.
No, he did a great job, and I thought he was great in Snowpiercer also.
But I think the way he acted in this one was much better of an acting performance than in Snowpiercer.
When you think about it, all the acting in this movie is good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The director
got out a lot more
amazing performances out of all of his people.
Yeah.
All right. They're not amazing actors. He got amazing performances out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sets, the visuals, everything about this film honestly is
Perfection.
it's up there. It's like wow. And it kept you, like I said, for myself, it kept you locked. All right.
Oh, no, I enjoyed it.
Like, goddamn. All right.
Lenny, what's your favorite scene?
So my favorite scene, there's a scene with the guy pissing out the window, and they finally had enough of his shit. And
he goes out there fucking
they start throwing water on it.
And he turns around, starts pissing all
They're like having a fight.
That piss scene, slow-moed it, fucking made beautiful visuals of this fucking piss arcing in the air. All right?
It's a slow motion shot.
It is a gorgeous fucking shot, and just the stark contrast of such a fucked up scene and being shown beautifully.
Yeah.
It was being shown beautifully. You were seeing beautiful colors bouncing through the fucking prism of the piss. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I was hoping they were going to get to a point they're like, okay, we've had enough of this motherfucker, and they do something about it. They went out and started throwing him water. The guys throw water. The guy goes, oh, yeah? And he started trying to piss on him. It was fucking...
That is something I don't think we would ever heard of. Is that is such a beautiful piss scene.
It's very artistic.
But it is.
Right.
It's a typical Tom Hanks when you think about it.
Did Quentin Tarantino ever have an amazing piss scene?
No.
Exactly.
Challenge accepted. Hopefully.
Now I've had feet. That's all Tarantino, baby. All right.
Well, I guess you want to go to Pine Reviews?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. Well,
I don't have
your
I don't
turn.
hold it. So let's start with Ron.
Damn. You're making me go first. All right. Fuck. That sucks. All right. I haven't really thought about this, so I'm going to go at it here. Critically, this movie it's quite amazing. This is actually a really good movie, and this is my second time watching it. I thought, as Stu said, visually beautiful movie. The effects, the acting, the story, the script, everything. It kept you intrigued. It kept you on the edge of your seat trying to figure out what the hell's going to happen here, because it kept growing and growing, and then you had that epic finale, and then it slowed down again, and then you fear like what happened to the father, and then the father comes back. The writing was great on this movie. I enjoyed this movie really well. So critically on this movie, this is also a social commentary when you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Critically on this movie, I'm gonna go with I don't see anything wrong with this movie. So, I know. I think I might have to go for a 5 for critically. Critically, this is a 5. I really enjoy this, and I don't mind subtitles in movies. I actually think it's more realistic when you watch a movie with the original language. Watching Godzilla -1, I did an episode with Guten Burley, and it was amazing watching that movie and just watching in that language, because dubbed version, it just doesn't, it takes out of it. But this movie, there's nothing I can see wrong with it. It's a great story. It keeps you intrigued. It has a good ending, a good start. The acting, the characters are great. I love all the characters. I love the whole poor family. I love the whole rich family. The ditzy wife, the rich father, the kid, the 15-year-old girl that's obsessed with the older son.
She's a whore.
Apparently she is. I don't think I have that anymore.
Oh, she's okay. Hold on. If you had a teenage girl like an American film, and you had somebody,
There you go.
right? If you had somebody who was like really attractive, like, I don't know. Think of an attractive early 20-year-old dude. It would be the same thing. She would definitely have a crush on him. I think she's more innocent than the guy, because
Yeah.
the guy like knows it's not okay, and he still is like, oh, let's make out and stuff. So,
But I also do believe that he does care about her. He
does. He
do
likes her. He
believe that
fell
does
in
care
love with
about
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he took advantage of her innocence.
He did.
Yeah,
I think
He was
yeah.
just a horny. He was a horny.
I don't think he
young adult.
necessarily took advantage of the innocence. I think he did stupid choices and didn't let his maturity stop him.
Yeah.
And he fell in love with the idea of what she represented.
Yeah.
And the idea of that better life.
Yeah,
and the fact that she was so head over heels for him, and he found her attractive.
Yeah.
It was just that perfect storm of everything that he fell in love with the idea of being in love with
I
her.
hated the
So-
fact. I hated the fact that he was like right when they were left the house when they did that whole camping trip. And I love the tension when it brings back when they're coming back and they're like, trying to clean out the
that
house,
was amazing.
cleaning the house, and
Pushing shit under the
mom
bed.
was
stuff
going
like
over there and
Mom
making
just
all that
fucking-
shopping and just like
Just-
looking around
just
and
locked in. All right.
no, but also that fucking scene when all three of them are stuck underneath the fucking like table from
right.
the couch, and then the husband and wife are going at it, basically playing with each other, and they're just having to sit there and like wait.
Yep.
The son.
It's texting.
Just on his phone.
But but right there is when you.
Also, if he didn't, then she would have known something may have been going on.
But
Yeah.
that was the scene right there where the father, I felt like he was starting to, especially when he was noticing about
Yeah.
the smell, where he's
Yeah.
got that old
Oh
man
yeah,
smell.
100%. That's absolutely.
That's where it started hitting him. It was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I want to kill this motherfucker because he's trying to figure out, he's smelling himself and everything else. But there's so much, the writing in this movie is so great. That's why I'm going with a 5. I will definitely stick with a 5 for critical. Now, enjoyment, I still enjoyed this movie. I would watch it again. I would actually recommend this movie to anybody. Like I said, the acting, everything, the story is really good. It's very shocking that this won Best Picture, first foreign film to win Best Picture because it's a Korean film. But there's a lot of qualities in this movie that I see that could be. I almost want to see if they can make an American remake of this. I'm surprised because they always do make remakes of Asian films. Departed. That's based on an
They
Asian
don't
film, which
always make remakes
Infernal
of
Affairs.
Asian film.
It's done a lot though, like Infernal Affairs, Departed, and stuff like that. I would actually like to see an American version of this and see what they, how they handle it. But enjoyment for this movie, I'll go with a 4. It's a great movie. I really enjoy this. I'd watch it again. This is, like I said, this is perfection when it comes to Hollywood. When it comes to, especially with the Korean director, he did such a great job with this. Definitely worth watching. Yeah, this was a good pick. I'm actually glad you did this. Great entry in our foreign series. So yeah,
Thank you.
4 and a 5.
All right. Lenny. Oh, wait, he's gone. Stu.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lenny had a piss.
He disappeared.
He probably had a piss.
I
He
saw him
went
run.
into
I
the
saw him run
secret
off.
bomb shelter.
He's got a fucking nap ladder tonight because I think he's left like 3 times. Well, I guess you have to go with somebody else.
He already did, and if you were
see.
paying attention, you would have known that he already went to me.
Did you? Well, here's Lenny.
Okay.
He's back.
Well, I already went to Stu. So
All right.
Did you got to piss again?
Yes, I'm sorry. I had to pee.
Do you feel better? You feel better?
I've been trying to keep
little baby have to
I'm
tinkle?
trying to get a gallon of water in a day. So that on top of all the shit I've drank tonight, it's been a struggle.
Oh, little tinkle boy.
I'm sorry. I have a
Was it in
small
slow
bladder.
motion? Did it arc? All right. Did the sunlight
it's
just bounce off everything?
A beautiful stream.
I could reenact that scene, no problem. I've got plenty on board. So
All right.
Critical 5. I since we were watching, this is my second time watching it, but I did not pay nearly the amount of the attention that I should have the first time I watched it.
I think
And it was years
I think I
ago.
agree with you
I
on
was
that.
halfway watching it, and I was like, oh, okay. But no, it's super well done. I don't see anything that could be changed critically to improve upon this. I got nothing to take away from it at all. So yeah, 5 critically. Enjoyment wise, I'm probably gonna give it a 4.5. I could watch it multiple times. Just like that, I appreciated the acting so much. I appreciated the visuals so fucking much.
I appreciate the characters. The characters were so good.
It was a very realistic feeling story.
Yeah.
This could absolutely happen, and it wouldn't be that fucking far fetched.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. There's always fucking con artists. There's fucking people scamming, left and right and shit like that. There's definitely people looking out for their friends and their families, so they're trying to get them in, stuff like that, and exaggerating the shit. And yeah, 100%, I could believe each and every part of this happening.
Right.
But it was such a normal, real feeling story. I was just like, God, this is like this could happen 1,000 fucking times everywhere. And I enjoy films that can take a normal-ish story without going too outlandish, anything like that, and just draw you in so much based on the characters, based on the visuals, based on the acting, and just suck you in so much. So yeah, super enjoyed it. Super glad that you picked this, and because like I said, I'd watched it once, halfway paid attention to it. Without rewatching it again, I would not have appreciated it nearly as much and thought as highly of it as I did. This is now, going to be a film that I'm going to rewatch in the future a handful of times here and there the rest of my life. And
would you introduce this to your son?
Maybe when they're older and the brains aren't bouncing around as much, just like that, and so they could sit down and
listen
lock
to subtitles, because you have. That's the thing with this movie is there's subtitle movies out there that you can watch without needing to watch the subtitles. You can actually listen. This one you really need to listen to the subtitles.
Yeah. So I'm perfectly good with dubbed films as long as they have really good voice actors,
acting,
that are selling, because you sell a lot of stuff more than just reading the words. You do sell your emotions and stuff like that through stuff. So I'm perfectly good with really good voice actors doing good dub overs. So if they had really strong voice actors dubbing this over, I think I would have been fine with it. The fact that they chose not to, I'm okay with that also. I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that, because the actors were good enough. I could tell, even though I don't necessarily understand what they're saying verbally, how they're selling what they're saying and matching up to the words that I'm reading. I'm like, okay, I can really fucking appreciate it.
And there were several times where you could almost tell what they were saying without reading.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it's such a realistic portrayal. You can understand what's going on and what they're trying to explain to each other without knowing the exact word for word, because it's a realistic telling.
Would you guys give an explanation? All right, look at the poster right here.
Mm-hmm.
The black bars over their eyes. What does that mean? Because that is in the poster. You see the black bar over his eyes, her eyes. Do you think there's like a meaning to that?
I'm sure.
Because I was always trying to figure that when I'm looking at the poster.
So, without having that blown up, is that the rich family? Or is that the poor family?
That's the poor family.
Okay. Well, then the only thing I think of is that they are just kind of...
Maybe they're like the criminals, and they're letting you know that by putting the bars over their eyes,
or
like
they
in a
are just
documentary.
faceless to the rich people. They are just blending in. They're not even.
Yeah, there you go. There's a better shot of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you got black bars over their eyes.
Oh no, but you also then you
there's
have
the
white
rich
bars
family
over the rich.
The rich family over there. There's the son and the father, because they're
but
two
the
of
rich
main
family, they got the
characters.
white bars over their face.
Yeah. So what is the meaning?
So
of
yeah,
that?
they're just blocking out the eyes. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, I was just curious about that, because I was always watching the posters. And what's the whole meaning of that?
Familyhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just found that strange. I just didn't know if you guys try to figure that out, what that meant. So yeah. Everybody went silent all of a sudden.
So Mike posted a picture of him just saying, I know he's at a Guar concert, that's why he's not here. but just a weird one
Yeah.
that said Guar and then picture of him. Like, okay.
So somebody posted what I mean right here. Parasites are an organism that lives in or on another organism of another species. Parasites, like worms, don't have eyes, and they can only sense light, which tells them they are over the ground or underground, and that is the reason the characters' eyes in the posters are lined black or white. Park family's eyes have white line, which suggests that the parasite is in light and over the ground rich, whereas the Kim's family's eyes are covered by black line, which signifies the parasite is in dark and underground poor.
Interesting.
So,
Okay. I was just trying to figure that out. I just didn't understand the meaning of the bars over the eyes in the poster. So that's your review?
Yes, that's my review.
okay. Lenny?
I'm curious.
Okay. So critically,
Let me sit back for this one.
I'm not giving it a 5, you guys. That's a little intense. I mean, it's not Interstellar.
Predator.
All right. Let's just chill out. Let's take it down a notch. It's a 4. I think it was, artistically very well shot. The pacing was good. The acting was good. It was a good film. I'm not out here saying critically it was a 5 though. It's not. That's just me. Enjoyment wise, probably a 1.5. And the only reason why, you can criticize me all you want. That's fine.
Criticize?
I don't like reading while I'm watching a fucking movie. I'm sorry, I fucking don't. If I wanted to read, I'd read a goddamn book. If I'm watching a movie, I want to watch a movie. I don't want to sit there and have to read. I had to zone it. I had to pause it several times. I'm not a fast reader. Kept having to pause it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck's going on? Like, dude, it was very well done. But like, as far as enjoyment goes, it would probably be like 1.5. That's only because I'm just not big on foreign films. If you're gonna make me sit through a film where I have to fucking read the whole time, the entire time, Inglourious Bastards, almost too much reading, almost too much to the point where I can't enjoy it, and that's a fantastic fucking film. Like this film doesn't touch Inglourious Bastards. I'm sorry, it doesn't. You guys are out here giving it 5s. I'm like, nah, dude, no, like not compared to that. And that was almost too much reading for me. I was like, oh fuck. Like when Schwartz was like, hey, let's switch to English. I was like, yes, let's do that. God damn it. I don't fucking like reading. It's not like just Asian films. It's any film where I have to sit there and read the entire fucking time.
Okay.
I'm not going to enjoy it. Now, I'm excited to find out because I know, and I'll shout out for this coming up in our series. We are doing Apocalypto. I will be on that show. I'm going to watch that movie. I've been told by several people, one of which was my dad, that this movie is fucking incredible and it's worth sitting through the subtitles. If you have a movie that has like an amazing fucking story that has a lot of action sequence and like gore, or it's a war film or something like that, yes, I'm going to deal with the subtitles. But like this was just a movie about a thing that happens.
Okay, but here, question. So if this was dubbed in English, would you appreciate the enjoyment of this better?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I just can't.
So
Dude, I'm
you'd
sorry.
rather go with the dub version.
I just don't like sitting there and having to fucking like, wait, what the fuck? And I can't, having to pause. Like, I don't read fast enough to enjoy subtitle movies like I guess normal people do.
Good.
I don't. I'm not a good reader. I'm excellent at math. I got a B plus in college level calculus. I'm a numbers guy. I've never excelled at language arts despite coming from a British family. I just wasn't good at it, and it's just not my cup of tea. I never read for fun. If I read for fun, it was a goddamn comic book. I'm not that big of a reader.
But I have to ask this. I understand that your enjoyment is low.
Yeah.
But what did you find the story? Like, did you enjoy the story?
Critically, that's why I gave it a 4, because it was a very well done story.
So I
the
almost feel like you
pacing,
have to give the
all the
enjoyment.
technical aspects of this.
We don't have to
film.
make him do
I know,
anything.
I know.
It's enjoyment.
Yeah,
all
you're
right?
gonna
It's
sit
enjoyment.
there and
yeah, it's good.
How dare you
No.
not agree with me? You fuck off.
No, I'm not saying
critically,
you're not agreeing with me.
it
So
was
are you saying you're not going to be a
well
part
done.
of my episode?
Huh?
Are you saying you're not going to be a part of my episode?
Which one?
Funny games.
Probably not. No.
Is it because of the reading?
I can't, dude. I can't, man. It's
So,
fucking
but
stuck.
is that the only reason?
That's the main reason. Yes.
Okay. In order to have you on, I'm okay with letting him watch the 2007 version, which is a shot-for-shot remake in English by the same director. It's a more polished feeling. It doesn't have the same grittiness, so it doesn't.
Does that have
deliver
the same story though?
It's a shot-for-shot remake. It is the same director. Everything is the exact same except for the actors are different and it's in English. All right, but it's a shot-for-shot remake by the same director in English. It's more polished feeling. It doesn't have the same grittiness, you're not getting the same level of story that it's trying to tell. I feel,
but it still has
English
the same
remake.
story. Yeah,
Everything else is the same in it, except for the actors are English and versus.
that's Stu's asked you to watch the Americanized version, where there's completely no subtitles and it's American. You got to be a part of it.
I will give. You know what? I will give it a chance. I will do that.
All right, because
But you know what? That'll be cool because you'll be able to give your interpretation because you're not requiring us to watch that one.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
If you guys want to, you're absolutely welcome to.
Yeah.
But like the only reason I'm not gonna say I dislike the 2007 remake. I just prefer the 97. Was that the original?
I
year?
will say this: in school, whenever I had a
Yeah,
book
97.
that had a movie that was in English class, I would watch the movie and I would bullshit my way through it.
Yeah.
And I would get like a B+, and I was good with that. Mice of Men, perfect example. I'll never forget this.
The
I
character that
didn't
you're
read the
based
book.
off of.
I didn't read the book at all. I watched the movie and then just bullshitted my way through that segment of the class. And I distinctly remember I rose my hand and I played my card, and the teacher pretty much instantly knew I didn't actually read the book, but she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I was like, I rose my hand. She's like, yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, I don't understand what happened to the puppy. Like I don't even know. Like the puppy died. I don't understand. And this girl in the class, fucking bitch, she goes,
You
Well,
don't
if
have to
you-
even read the book.
she goes, well, if you read the book, it says in the book that he broke the puppy's neck. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, it was bad, dude. So I'm just not a big reader. I just never have been. And so
That was it. I am okay. I know we're doing the foreign language film, but the fact that it is a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah.
I'll give it a chance. Absolutely.
All
When
right.
is that podcast happening?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay. I will make it work. I'll try and figure that out.
I've never seen it, so I'm gonna watch the foreign.
Yeah, like I said, the only
language.
reason, so I really enjoy Funny Games because it's a film that is meant to make you uncomfortable. It examines a lot of violence and shit like that. And it's purposely meant to break make you fucking uncomfortable, make you feel fucking weird.
Yeah.
And so the grittiness of the lower quality of the 97 shooting just feels more apropos, whatever the fucking phrasing is.
Close enough.
To tell that sort of story, something that's make you feel uncomfortable. It doesn't need to feel polished. It needs to feel a little bit more gritty, a little more low budget,
Right.
versus a more polished version.
Have you
like
figured
in
a drink for your show
1977.
yet?
I have an idea. I'm thinking about a gin. I got a Tinkerman's gin because
go back to gins again?
no, because it's one supposedly a good gin. It's something I've been wanting to try for a while now. And then the idea that the director is kind of tinkering because it's Tinkerman's gin. The director kind of tinkers with the rules that are established. And kind of breaks those rules.
Yeah.
But he's tinkering around and the antagonists in the film are just kind of tinkering around with rules and shit like that and changing shit.
I don't know why, but I think this could be an interesting show now because he's watching
yeah.
because of the way that we're all watching the foreign language version. He's watching an American version, but it's the same story. I think that's going to be interesting. Actually, that'll be a new for BAF.
Like, I'm going to be hosting Monster Island, and I don't know. I talked to Ron. He said he hasn't seen a trailer for it, and that's fine. But it's essentially, it gives you Creature of the Black Lagoon vibes, but it's more current, and they don't cut away when it comes to this, the graphic horror scenes of it, because it's Shudder. Shudder's awesome at not pulling punches when it comes to gore. It's a good film, but it's got like action, and it's got like a scary fucking monster, and it's got, if I'm gonna fucking read, show me a scary monster, zombies, or some kind of like, you know, planet-ending event, and I might pay attention. Otherwise, it's really hard for me to like get into it. I was like,
that reminds me of Troll Hunters. That was a good one, actually. I remember Troll Hunters, and that was all in I think that was like in Swedish language or something like that.
oh, like a Pan's Labyrinth.
something.
Haven't seen it. You want to know why?
Great fucking movie.
Involves too much reading.
It's a good movie though. It's a great story.
That's why I haven't seen Apocalypto. I'm gonna
Have
see
you seen
it.
Passion of the Christ?
I'm gonna do it because we were gonna be on the show, but like I have a feeling Apocalypto will probably be more. It'll grab my attention better.
Apocalypto's fun, but Apocalypto is got a lot of language, but it's also a lot more action than language. But let's go ahead and get into the final review from Adam. The episode's great, man.
Yeah.
No,
I love our foreign. I love this whole version of the American and the foreign version that we're planning to do.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I really wanted him to be part of it, and if it's reading, it's hard.
It is. I'm sorry.
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah, because let's see, in funny games, I'm warning you guys now. It is not a movie to be enjoyed. It's a movie to be experienced.
I'm looking forward to it.
It is. There's some uncomfortableness, and it's just like,
you're like, oh,
we got
It's Malort, a film.
Yeah. we have an
punishing.
We have an interesting lineup here. I mean, like I said, we got Parasite, we got Apocalypto, we got Funny Games, and then Mike is doing a more serious movie,
Parasite
Quiet on
had
the
a
Western
really
Front.
sad ending, by the way. That was the other thing. It had a fucking sad ending.
This?
Yeah. Well, because the they were like, oh, we're gonna buy the house, and then but then they at the very end you realize that hasn't happened yet. That's just
and it's probably not going to happen.
Right. And that's
He's
fucking
gonna
terrible.
die in that basement. Yeah.
That made
They're gonna
me
fucking
sad.
make me. What's that fucking smell? Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right.
Someone died on our walls.
Yeah.
What's your review of your movie?
All right. Critical. I agree with everybody. It's.
Well, you're not agreeing with Lenny.
Well, yeah.
I gave it a 4.
He still gave it a
Calm
good,
down,
very
God.
high rating.
Yeah, no, he gave it
a 4
he
for
gave-
critical. It's still really fucking good.
There was just couldn't find anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know, the way it's shot, the pacing of it, it's I was surprised this was my first time watching it, and I was just surprised how I was able to.
I thought you've seen this.
No, I was. My daughter recommended this when we first started talking about this. God, it's probably been a year and a half now that you've been talking about doing
The foreign series.
And I'm like trying to think of what should I do? Because I don't watch. I'm like I don't like reading my movies.
Yeah.
But I can still get into it. So
Right.
And so I was asking Hannah. I was like, what do you think? She's like, I don't know. And I asked my daughter. She goes, you ought to do Parasite, because she knew that it had won
Best Picture,
things like that. I'm like, okay. So I waited until we decided to do it before I watched it. And so being, like I said, the first time watching it, and how it really just drew me into the story. Like I told him, you could almost understand what they were saying without reading.
Did Anna watch this too?
Huh?
Did Anna watch this too?
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter's home for spring break. She watched it with us.
Oh, cool.
So we all watched it on. I think it was either Monday night or Tuesday night. We watched it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a 5 critical. There's I couldn't. I don't know what else you could change.
Yeah.
I really don't. Enjoyment. I'm probably agree with you. 4. I really enjoyed, like I said, as soon as it started, and you just get sucked in with how devious this entire family was in pretty much putting their lives into these other people's lives.
Yeah.
They were hustlers.
And how it just absorbed and just essentially moved into their lives.
Yeah.
And kicked out everybody else that was in their positions.
Yeah.
And just how they did that, it's walking by the old housekeeper and dripping some peach fuzz on her. It's like, who would think of that? That's just,
No, I love the camera shots and how they did everything.
Yeah.
It was a very well done movie.
And the differences between the outside shots of the park's house, going from that, and then all of a sudden you're in it's essentially a dungeon.
Oh, yeah,
it's just in this. Why is this facility, this basement in this house?
What they say, it was like a safe room or something like that?
Originally, I think that's what the original architect was. It was supposed to be like a safe room for him.
Okay.
But it wasn't any. It didn't seem to be it wasn't a room. It seemed like a series of hallways.
Yeah.
If you look at, there's a toilet tucked in this cubby hole over here.
Yeah.
This guy's laying on a shelf in a hallway. It didn't seem like there was any rooms at all.
Yeah.
It just seemed like every time you turned around, you were just in a hallway.
And I guess that guy being so isolated and everything else, it kind of made his insanity go crazy because he was just going insane, basically.
Yeah.
Especially, and then after losing his wife and seeing what happened to her, then he's just like, fuck this, just like Stu said and everything else, and then going on a psychotic killing spree.
Right.
So,
So like I said, a 5 critical, 4 enjoyment. So, and I thank you everybody for watching it.
I'm really surprised.
Lenny, thank you for going through the torture of watching.
You're very welcome.
having to read your movie.
I'm still shocked that this was your first time watching it. I thought you actually watched this. That's why you picked it. So.
Nope. I like I said, I based off my daughter's suggestion.
Yeah.
And I wanted to wait until we were doing it, so it was fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
So,
it was another good. It was another movie I almost wanted to put on my list for the foreign series before Apocalypto was Downfall. It was the last 3 days of Hitler,
okay,
and that one was really. Oh, it was really well done. The acting and everything. The guy who played Hitler did a great job, and just all of his. It was so good. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes long, and I loved it. But no, this was a very good episode. Very fun. All over the place, but of course it's going to be. That's what our episodes always go for.
So
anyways, we're going to go ahead and round this bitch up. Basically, I think our next episode that after being released, this is going to be Stu's Funny Games. This would be a first. I'm a virgin for watching this one. I've never even heard of it. For some reason, I was thinking of the fucking movie with the model.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to figure out. How is that a foreign movie?
no.
You know which one I'm talking about. What was it? Cindy Crawford.
So keep in mind when you
Fair
guys are
game.
watching this,
Funny game. Fair game.
that when it came out in '97. Okay, just keep in mind when you're watching this,
Okay.
and it is the director's critique on violence.
All right.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to watching it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and leave. So,
ring-a-ling, ding-a-ling to get notified when we drop new shit.
Hell yeah.
yes. And be prepared. We got great episodes coming up. Apocalypto. We got Quiet on the Western Front and Funny Games and Monster Island, right, Lenny?
Monster Island. Yep.
Monster Island. And then maybe down the road, we'll see what happens, but there's another one that might happen, but it all depends if somebody's available. Anyways, that's it, guys. Later.
Such a beautiful peace dream.